Coming up on Hi Now Daily, I'm here live at the Hilo Hawaiian Hotel learning more about the connections and collaborations here on Hawaii Island with the Hawaii Tourism Authority. I'm live throughout the hour.
Plus, it's Hurricane Preparedness Week here on Hi Now. Take steps to better secure your home with Kapili Roofing. And we end in the Hi Now kitchen. We got another Ono recipe with the Foodland 5. This and more right now on Hi Now Daily. How's it, aloha gang, and welcome to Hi Now Daily. I'm Kainoa Carlson. We got another jam-packed fun show planned for you folks today. And throughout the course of the last couple of weeks, we've really had an opportunity to travel throughout Hawaii and talk a little bit more about destination management action plans taking place on all different islands. And that's where we're going to kick off today's show. Our Makena Maduli is live on Hawaii Island. Take it away.
Aloha Kainoa. Yes, I'm here at the Hilo Hawaiian Hotel on the beautiful Hawaii Island. This is what I would call a beautiful day here in Hilo. And like you mentioned, over the last couple of weeks, really been getting to know HTA's initiative, learning about destination management and regenerative tourism. And I highly encourage you, all of you who are watching at home and listening, these are important topics that we talk about, water cooler talk, we talk about them on the news. And today we're going to learn more about what's happening here on Hawaii Island. And I'm joined now by Douglas Adams, who's the director of the County of Hawaii Department of Research and Development, and Rachel Kaiama, who is you're the destination manager for the Island of Hawaii Visitors Bureau. So mahalo to the two of you for joining us.
Aloha.
This is something that I know many people at home want to know about, and we're going to talk about the YPO. We're going to talk about what happened with the signs and walk us through what happened.
Very pleased to be with you, McKenna, and thank you so much for being here as well. So the Waipio Valley signage was one of those opportunities with Hawaii Tourism Authority to take what was there already, which were community signs that told stories, but they needed to be upgraded. They were not in great shape. And that whole area is so gorgeous, right? There from the Parks and Recreation Facility, the lookout. And so the idea of bringing new signs that continue to tell the story along with the community and then also with Hawaii Tourism Authority really created an opportunity for folks when they come and they look at that lookout to understand the Molelo, the stories associated with the Waipio Valley itself.
Yeah, and it is an important mo'olelo and story to be told about Waipio Valley, and that, can we talk a little bit, Rachel, about just the connection of the community coming together to make this happen?
Absolutely. That was done quite a while ago, actually, when the community came together and came up with the messaging for the boards. It's really important that when visitors come, and residents as well, they have a connection to the place. And that's what the storyboards do. They tell about the history, they tell about the cultural significance of Waipio, they tell about how to visit the valley. So our relationship with the county has really been a really important part of making sure those boards are installed correctly and by the Department of Parks and Recreation. So we have had such a great relationship and the collaborative efforts just to make all this happen together.
Yeah, and let's talk about that because it does take a lot, right? We're talking about county, community, visitors. What is that like, getting everyone together to pull something off like this?
It's difficult and complex.
We're speaking the truth here. Hey, listen, this is a topic.
But at the same time, because everybody is really focused on wanting to do the right thing and making sure that when we talk about visitors coming here, we want to make sure that the experience they're having is associated with education. It's also associated with what meaning they're bringing from that area, right? It's not just Mai Tais and sand, right? The idea is that we know that there are unique things that we have here, and our chapter, our Island Hawaii Visitors Bureau chapter, and Rachel as the destination manager, has been working closely with our department, Frecia Cevallos especially, who has been the tourism specialist and now is the deputy of our department, and working to make sure that we are bringing stewards into the programs and interpretive opportunities into the programs, and it's really making sure that we're connected with the communities there, whether it's the lineal descendants, the residents, and even the tour operators.
all incredibly important. I cannot echo that enough. Rachel, we're going to send it back to Kainoa, but just the future of projects like these, what can we share?
I'm looking forward to seeing more stewardship programs. I'm looking forward to seeing it impact our visitors and our residents in a way that benefits our communities. And that's what tourism's supposed to do. It's supposed to impact us in a positive way. And we have to address some of these issues that we have to deal with as a destination, because if we don't, who will? You know, and our community is our partners, and we're going to be working with our county through it all.
Yeah, I love it. And everyone has, you awaken someone's kuleana, you awaken their mana. So I'm so happy to be here with the both of you. We are going to have a lot more from the Hilo Hawaiian here. I'm going to send it back to Kainoa in the studio. Aloha nui, Kainoa.
That's right. Mahalo nui, McKenna. Very important information. Even us as Kama'aina, we can get more akamai when we travel throughout our island home. But back over here in the studio, it is Hurricane Preparedness Week. We want to bring in our next guest, Cody Sagawa, Estimations Manager for Kapili Roofing and Painting. Welcome in, brother.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so mahalo nui for being here. And this is really important info as well. I want you to tell our High Now viewers out there, kind of from the base level though, in terms of roofs, like what is the lifespan typically for roofs here in Hawaii?
Well, an average lifespan of like a residential home is typically on average 20 to 30 years. I mean, of course, there are certain materials that will last much longer.
Okay, so 20 to 30 years. So obviously, if you're within that range, it could be time to have someone from Kapili come out. How often do you recommend in terms of servicing, and when should people be out there and kind of checking and maintaining the roof?
Maintenance is very important. We always encourage at least once or twice a year. Regular maintenance can always help, prevent things from getting worse or, surprises from happening. It's kind of like a car. You always want to take it in for your regular maintenance. So similar with the roof.
Yeah, don't wait till the check engine light comes up. By then it's too late. But you know what, Cody, you brought in a lot of different products that you folks carry over there. Can you walk us through what do we have over here?
So wanted to show off some products that we use for residential and commercial uses, but mainly residential. Right here for steep slope roofs, the most popular material we have is asphalt shingles.
Okay, and these are pretty common here in Hawaii. Yeah, I feel like we see a lot of those when we're driving. Okay.
Yes. This specific shingle is the Gaff Timberline HDZ. It's very high wind resistant. It also has algae protection, so it helps prevent algae streaking, the staining, and it also comes with very good warranty.
Okay, now this is going to be a different one as well, yeah?
Yes, so that's, this was the Ultra HD, that's the regular HDs.
Gotcha, so this is the regular HD, the Ultra Timberline you saw over there. So in terms of maintenance and all the different things, what are you typically looking for as like an estimate when you go out there and you're assessing people's roofs?
So we're basically looking for things like anything obscure on the roof, like if there's any signs of damage, cracks, anything kind of out of the ordinary. Also, with age, you can see signs of wear. So if these are very brand new, typical shingle roof won't have any granules and will have just like a black look.
Okay, gotcha. Now I want you to do a little bit of a demo for us, because you're going to actually show us some of the differences, right, in terms of leakage and leakage prevention.
Yeah, so for low slope roofs, if it's in a coatable condition that we recommend, this is one of the products that we offer. It's very popular. It's a gecko silicone.
And so that's what's located inside, yeah?
Yes, so this cardboard box is lined with the silicone coating. So this is to kind of show off the waterproofness that it can offer. So I'm gonna pour some water in here.
Okay.
All right.
It's a cardboard box, you see?
Yeah, cardboard box. Totally holding the water.
Hey, look at that. Now, how, in terms of like the sealant and you guys putting that out, how long do you gotta wait for it to set? This is crazy how strong this thing is.
To fully cure, 24 to 48 hours, and then it'll be cured. Yeah.
Okay, so 24 to 48 hours, and then it'll be ready to go. You also have some other different accessories that are over here as well. Yeah, tell us about those.
So if homeowners have like a outdoor patio deck, Gecko also offers great products for those type of areas as well. A lot of traffic. So this we wouldn't want to put on your deck that you walk on all the time, because this can be quite slippery when it's wet. But this has like a grit in it, so it's perfect for walking on, handle that traffic.
Gotcha. Now, Cody, let's talk a little bit about estimates and the best way to contact you folks, because with Kapili, you guys do free estimates and kind of inspections, right, in terms of what people might need.
Free estimates and free inspections. Always, you can contact us, kapiliroof.com. Call us at 621-7663. or you can find us on Instagram.
Okay, awesome, Cody. Real quick before I let you go, though, let's talk a couple of tips for our homeowners out there as we kind of gauge it and get ready for Hurricane Preparedness Week. What's one thing we can do right now?
I would call a roofer if you do have some concerns about your roof.
Right.
One good sign is also like taking a look around your yard. Are there debris falling? It might be your neighbor's house, might be your roof, but wouldn't hurt to get it checked out.
Okay, absolutely. Cody, thank you so much for the time and the
you.
information. Hey, stay up to date over here, okay? Again, 20 to 30 years, right? That's the lifespan?
Yeah.
So
Average.
if you're within that range, make sure you hit up Kapila. You're watching High Now. We'll be right back.
Aloha everyone and welcome back to High Now Daily. I'm live here in beautiful Hilo, learning more about just all the connections that are happening here through the HTA, through regenerative tourism, as well as their destination management action plans. Now today we are going to learn about a very special foundation. I'm joined now by Aina Aloha Ioane. Tell me all about your foundation and what it's about.
Well, the Kili'i William Ioane Legacy Foundation is a foundation that our ohana put together to really protect the legacy that my father, Skippy Ioane, has and the commitment he has had to our lahui.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much. So tell me, how did this, the community center, how did it all come about? Well, what happened?
Well, we as a ohana wanted to ensure that all of my father's commitments to the lahui were preserved for the generations to come. And so it was important for us to take what was important to my father to ensure that us as the storytellers, we pass it on to the next generation.
Yeah, you pass it on to the next generation, and what I love is the deep connection to Keaukaha. There have been beautiful mele, Keaukaha has so much history, so just the love for Keaukaha.
Yes, and so I am from the King's Landing homestead, and so my father was a founding member of our homestead in Keaukaha, and he grew up in Keaukaha and he grew up in King's Landing, and so we are kupa of the Aina of King's Landing and we're kama Aina of Keaukaha.
Yeah, you know, in things like this where we've gotten to learn over the last couple of weeks really about the action plans, right, connected to HTA, how important is it to have agencies like HTA, state, for like how to have to support foundations like yours?
You know, it's really important to be able to work with our local county agencies and state agencies in order to preserve and protect what makes Keaukaha Keaukaha,
right,
and what makes Hawaii Hawaii. You know, in the beginning of this program and in researching, you know, what we love about our home, I began to reread the Ku'uhome'i Keaukaha Oral History Project, which is a compilation of the memories and the stories our kupuna have for Keaukaha, and it was published in 1989. And when I reread those mo'olelos and I look at the memories of our kupuna, they loved Keaukaha, and they loved living in Keaukaha and living subsistently off of the aina. And it was that is what inspired me to create our mo'olelo mapping. And so the mo'olelo mapping project was supported by Hawaii Tourism Authority in order to preserve our ike of our kupuna from Keaukaha, from Palekai all the way over to the lai of Lehia. And these memories inspire us to preserve and protect, you know, who we are as a community, because times change, and you know, time requires change. But what we want to see as a community is that the community is at the helm of this change. And the community is driving this change.
Yep, I couldn't agree more. And I think, you know, there's no place like Keaukaha. If you've never been, and even if you come and respect this place, Keaukaha's magic. What do you hope the future of Keaukaha looks like? And how can we continue to preserve that magic?
Oh, I hope the stars, the moon, and the sun for Keaukaha. I hope for a community-led, a community-driven tourism management plan for Keaukaha. Like I was mentioning, Keaukaha is changing around us, but where the eha comes is that community is not in charge of that change. We're not the navigator of our change. The commercial tourism industry is impacting our livelihoods and impacting the environment and the quality of life for our residents. And so what I hope for Keaukaha is that Keaukaha becomes a navigator of the future of Keaukaha.
Navigator of the I love it so much. Thank you so much. There's so much to learn here on Hawaii Island. You guys stay tuned. We have a lot more of Hi Now Daily coming up right after this. Mahalo, sister. That is, you are speaking to
How's it, aloha gang, and welcome to Hi Now Daily. Now we found our way back up here into the Hi Now kitchen because today we got another great recipe courtesy of the Foodland 5. I got my pan working over medium heat over here. And today what we're gonna be making is a local staple. You see it right over there on the screen. Fried saimin, and this is by culinary sous chef Desmond Tevez. Super easy recipe. The ingredients are listed right over there on your screen. All you're gonna need obviously is some saimin noodles, half a can of Spam, a package of kamaboko, that's that great fish cake, 3 eggs that we're gonna kind of whisk up in a bowl and make an omelet out of, and then a green onion chopped. But obviously you can kind of supplement that for different things. So I want you to take a look. I already went ahead and did some pre-slicing and dicing to get ready. So this is our Spam and our kamaboko, and all we did was kind of just go really thin strips over here, and we're just gonna cook this down and let it brown up in our pan just a little bit. As you can hear, we got our pan over medium heat. That's gonna be nice and hot. And then with the saimin noodles now, the easiest thing for that is you're just gonna go ahead and cook the saimin noodles kind of per package instructions, about 90 seconds in boiling hot water. Now, the important thing with that is as soon as you put the noodles into the boiling water and you get the noodle to just about al dente, you're gonna take that and put it in an ice cold bowl of water. What that's gonna do is kind of shock the noodles and kind of stop the cooking process somewhat, because like I said, you wanna make sure those noodles are al dente. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna boil the noodles, then you're gonna take one of these, we can get a shot of this, you're gonna boil the noodles, and then you're gonna go ahead and put it in the strainer. You're gonna strain all of that boiling hot water out, and then when you're done, you're gonna take the noodles, transfer it into that bowl of ice cold water, and then strain it again using this, and then this is what you're gonna be working with right over here. So I already went ahead and did that process. I'm gonna get a shot right over here. So this is gonna be our noodles that I already went ahead and cooked ahead of time, and they're just about dried up right here. This is kind of somewhat the consistency that you want. Another really good hack with that is that it doesn't stick together too much. So that's really important. That's what's nice about that ice cold bath. So I'm gonna take the noodles as our Spam and our kamaboko are getting about ready to go, and I'm gonna just start adding our noodles inside here. Again, working right around over medium heat over here. I'm gonna let the pan kind of do its thing. Fried saimin, for those who don't know too much about fried saimin, this is old school, like plantation era recipe. When you go back and you look at all of the different Asian influences over the Hawaii food that we have over here, you know, there's influences from Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Filipino, but the fried saimin, this is like I said, a plantation era recipe. And obviously, you know, a lot of times people cook this in the bowl with the hot soup, but the fried saimin is really kind of nostalgic. This makes me think back to the times of like, you know, like Manapua Man style of running up and getting that fried saimin taken care of. So now what we're gonna do, just to add some additional flavor, you know those great sauce packs that come inside the saimin noodles, we're gonna go ahead and add that. We're working with the chicken and the shrimp. So these packets here are gonna give us a good amount of flavor. We're just gonna add that right in. We're gonna keep stirring, cooking our noodles, getting it nice and flavorful with the Spam, the kamaboko. Oh, lost some over there. And you're gonna go ahead and incorporate that sauce and just go ahead and cook these noodles down. Getting it nice and hot. Go ahead and turn it over here. And again, gang, if you haven't worked too much with the Foodland 5, Foodland 5 is fantastic. And the whole process and the genesis for the Foodland 5 is just to get people back into the kitchen again. Cooking, making local style kind of recipes. Today we're doing fried saimin, but Rachel has been a part of it, Lauren has, and we have a lot of fun cooking these Foodland 5 recipes. Super fun. So what I'm working with right now, I have 2 packages of noodles. I added both the sauces, and we're just cooking this down with the Spam and the kamaboko, letting that all kind of come together. Oh man, this is making me, like I said, think of Manapua Man days, running out there with the cash. Fried saimin, please. All right, so this is working over medium heat. We're gonna keep cooking, and then I think we're almost about ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and kill the heat. I'm gonna go ahead and take some of this. We're gonna go ahead, take our fried noodles, add it to this bowl over here. Wanna make sure we get a lot of that Spam in there, some of our kamaboko as well. Oh yeah. I'm gonna take that, all that Spam. And what's really nice about the fried saimin too is that you can go ahead and use this for like leftover recipes. You've got meat, you've got veggies. This is what we're gonna garnish with. Earlier you saw in the recipe 3 eggs. All I did was kind of take that, whisk it up. I cooked some Spam and some kamaboko ahead of time. We're gonna add that right over the top. Take a look at that. So now I'm gonna do is take my 3-egg omelet and come right down here, slice a little bit. And again, gang, have fun with the recipes. You don't have to add egg. You can go ahead and admit that if you don't want, but the egg is just gonna go right over there on the top. That's our fried saimin. Now, if you want, you could even put a little shoyu, give it a little added flavor with some furikake. We'll garnish it with this. This is the Maikai brand as well. We're just gonna add a little bit of furikake right over. And now if you wanna just get a little fancy, this is some roasted sesame seed, which oftentimes kind of comes together with it as well. And there you go, in about less than 5 minutes time, we're looking at a pretty good looking bowl over here. I'm gonna go ahead and hold it right like that. This is our fried saimin. That's what we're working with. We've got the spam that's cooked down, the kamaboko as well, all sitting in our super hot, ready to eat noodles, garnished with that egg. And then we just go in for a taste test. Especially with the fried saimin, you gotta get a little bit of everything. Some noodle, some spam, some egg. It's nostalgic. It's delicious, and I love that I added a little bit of the furikake. But have fun with the recipe. Head to Hi Now Daily. We have everything posted there. For more from Foodland, head to their website as well. Happy cooking. We'll be back. Whoa.
Aloha everyone, and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Having a beautiful time here in Hilo, Hawaii, learning more, and I'm joined by two very special guests. Rachel joins me again, and we also have Alden Wells, who's gonna, you have so many things for a young man. Listen to all the things that this young man do. Tell me what you did at the volcano.
I'm a member of the Hawaii Volcano National Park Junior Ranger Program. It is a program provided to the youth of Hawaii from high school to early college, and it helps with the experience of learning more about how to interact with visitors and how to also malamara aina, and just the general idea of how we can inform the visitors and even the people who still live here about how to further malamara aina that they're here standing on.
Can I ask how old you were when you joined the program?
I was 17 when I first joined the program.
Wow, that is very impressive. Good work. Very proud of you. Rachel, if you could tell me more about the program in specifically.
Sure. I met Alden at the koike that they had he graduated from the Ka'uho'apili Aina training program, and that was inspired by the nonprofit organization that we worked with, and they partner with Hawaii Tourism Authority, and that's the Ka'ohana Yes, that's it.
It is. We're talking about many things here on High Now Daily today. So Alden, talk to me about the connection, because not many at home, and we have a lot of a lot of viewers who are watching. So what was the connection for you, especially for Ka'u and your wahipana?
So for Ka'u, I spent around 4 years living there from 2020 to now. And since my time in Ka'u, I have seen lots of things that I believe need change from visitors, who come here to the Aina of Ka'u, and the impact that a lot of these people have, I don't think they know about it, and I think there are some things that we just need to educate them on, especially pointing towards Pulu'u, the black sand beach, and the turtle population there. It is one of the only nesting beaches among the coast of Ka'u that is strictly for the turtles, and as well as having a large amount of visitors there, it can impact the turtles nesting. So I think educating the visitors on that is very important.
Yeah, and I think it's young men like you who take time, right, and to find space and hold space for visitors who come in here. Let's talk about the engagement through the community and how we can encourage that.
Right. Well, I encourage people to go down to Ka'u and check it out. And if you're lucky to meet someone like Alden and one of the volunteer stewards down there, you would get to hear about their understanding and their deeper understanding for the love of the Aina. And you could hear a mo'olelo, or you could understand the work that they have done with moon phases, or learning about that. They had 21 different kumu and kupuna that came from all over the Pa'aina, from Ka'u, from Na'alehu, and that engaged with these people, for stewards, for 6 months. So they learned a lot, and so what I felt from that Ho'ike experience, especially from Alden, he came up and ran up to me and he just wanted to share his experience. But it was really about that coming back to knowing about his Aina and what they need to do more to take care of it. And from an Opio's perspective, that's very encouraging to me to hear that the young generations are interested in taking care of their Aina.
Oh, it is so important, Alden. Oh my gosh, I am so proud of you. Good, great work. All right, Kainoa, we have a lot more here in Hilo, but I'm going to send it back to you in the studio.
That's right. Mahalo nui. Back over here in the studio, we're continuing to talk about hurricane preparedness and better keeping our ohana and our homes and businesses safe. We're joined right now by Blair Suzuki, President of Premier Restoration Hawaii. Welcome in, brother.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Mahalo nui for being here. Let's talk about some of the common types of projects that Premier Restoration Hawaii sees, especially when it comes to storm damage.
Yeah, right after storms, we see a lot of calls for water damage that are called in by either the heavy winds or by flooding. And so those are our most frequent type of calls. Those are the ones we tell residents to be most cognizant of, because they cause a lot of damage. And the longer you let water damage sit, the more costly it becomes. You can start having issues like mold. The repairs can get a lot more intrusive. So we really want people to be aware of those kind of things post-storm, so that we can get in there and help them as soon as possible.
Absolutely. Now, prevention is key. What tips do you have, be it homes, residential, commercial, for businesses as we get ready for hurricane preparedness and the possibilities of the unknown?
Yeah, not just businesses, but residents as well, right? Going up into hurricane season, we really stress preventative maintenance and also proactive repair. So like with the rains that we've been having the past couple of weeks, we're having a lot of calls from homeowners noticing water damage spots, right? They see the sagging ceiling drywall, discolored drywall, bulging baseboards, flooring start to warp and things like that. Those are all signs that you already have a problem in your home. Water's already leaking in there. And so now's the time to fix it, because you don't want to wait for a major storm, right? Knock on wood, hopefully we don't get a hurricane, but don't wait till a hurricane to fix those issues. Fix them now, be proactive.
Now, what is the best thing for people to do? Obviously, you mentioned there's discoloration, there's many things that happen, but say a person happens into the house, they look, there's damage. Like, what is step one now in the fixing of the process?
Yeah, step one, we always tell people we want to find the source. of what's causing the water intrusion, right? If it's a leak, we've got to cut back the drywall. We've got to go look in there. If it's a pipe that's broken, you got to call a plumber, unfortunately, first, get it fixed. But then after that, we want to get in there as soon as possible and start the drying process. Oftentimes, if they call us early enough, we don't have to make a lot of big cuts. We can actually dry the floor or the walls in place, which saves the homeowners a lot of money.
Now, Blair, what is the best resource to utilize? Schedule a consultation for you folks at Premier Restoration Hawaii. Come out to them and kind of assess. What's the best way to do that?
Well, if they tell them that Kainoa sent them, they'll get a free estimate fee.
Hey, how about that?
But
just drop my name, you guys. Blair said it's okay. Okay, go ahead.
No, but the best way to reach us is by our 24/7 number, 808-873-8886, or check out our website, www.premhigh.com.
Fantastic, Blair. Real quick before I let you go, you mentioned earlier preventative measures. What is one thing you want homeowners to know as we look ahead to Hurricane Preparedness Week and just everything moving forward?
Yeah, do a lap around your house. Like Kapili Roofing said, you want to check everything. All the sources that water could get in, that projectiles could start flying, trees that could come down and knock windows in, all that kind of stuff. Look at it now, because hurricane season, waiting till the storm comes, it's too late.
Absolutely, Blair. Mahalo nui for being here.
Thanks, Kainoa.
Stay educated, stay safe. We're going to have all this up at HiNowDaily.com. We're going to head to break. We'll be right back. Mahalo, brother.
Aloha everyone and welcome back to Haina Daily. Having a wonderful time here on Hawaii Island at the Hilo Hawaiian Hotel, joined now by the Chief Stewardship Officer of the Hawaii Tourism Authority, Kalani Ka'ana'ana. Aloha, friend.
Aloha.
The last couple of days and through the weeks, been learning so much about the work that you've been doing and the partnerships, and I'm really inspired, and that's a lot. Do you get that feeling?
Absolutely, every day.
Right, and you meet them. So let's talk about even who was on today's show.
You know, I think for me, what I think this series has done, we're on Hawaii Island today, second day, Kona yesterday, Hilo today, it shows the diversity of partners, right? Whether it's the geographic diversity, the work that they're doing, the topics that they're working on, that really embodies destination stewardship. It really is a holistic way of managing tourism, and so for us, that work and those partnerships, and more importantly, those relationships, is how that gets done. And so part of this was, how do we share that with our residents? How do we make sure that they know what we're doing?
Yeah, and you know what was important to, from yesterday, learning from the beauty of making lei, to even today, having someone who has a legacy foundation of her father for Keokaha, and having a 19-year-old young man talk about the importance of his vahipana of ko'u. Like, these are important things.
Yes, that you've got that intergenerational piece, you've got the young, you've got kupuna. What does that duality look like? How does that inform our way of thinking, not just for today, but really what does the future of Hawaii look like in 100 years? And so I think what you saw today in the segments is really that diversity of not only age, but what we're thinking about long term.
Yeah, you have your hand, Kalani, on so much that happens with HTA, and to see all of these, I think you guys maybe see each other through emails and phone calls and stuff, but to really just have it come to life here on Hawaii Island must feel great.
Oh, it's so great. It's the best part, right? Like, again, the relationships are what make this happen. We couldn't do it without community partners who, one, are doing the work, right? They're making the sacrifices, they're committed to the place, they're stewards of their place. We learn from them, we empower them. Sometimes that means we get out of the way, sometimes that means we help when we're asked. And so it's a really important way of how we do destination stewardship that's important.
Yeah, there are a lot of people at home who are wondering, they want to know more. How do they get information, or what if people want to attend meetings or just be a part of this movement?
Sure. The simplest way is HawaiiTourismAuthority.org is one. That's the general website for HTA, but we also have a site dedicated to destination stewardship and management, which is holomua.HawaiiTourismAuthority.org.
Yeah, and that is what we're doing, Holomua Hawaii.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the work. You all can find this all up on HiNowDaily.com. We are live from Hilo, and we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with Kainoa in just a few minutes. We'll see you soon.
How's it, Aloha gang? Welcome back to High Now Daily. Cue that Carrie Underwood music. Joining us here is the one and only winner of the High Now Daily, Carrie Underwood. Amazing giveaway. We've got Courtney Lynn DeQueta. Welcome in.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So we want to tell everybody at home the prize that Courtney get that unfortunately a lot of you guys missed out on. Take a look at all this swag. Now we want to shout out Minus 196, which is amazing. You're gonna get all these cool koozies, and they've got these lemon vodka seltzers. Apparently that's like kind of like the super popular one. Courtney, have you heard of that one? The Minus 196.
No, because I don't drink.
It's really good stuff. Okay. It's really good stuff though. For those of you who do like to enjoy the vodka seltzers, there's a peach and a grapefruit as well that I'm told is really, really good. Unfortunately, I'm told Rachel, who does like to enjoy, actually drank both of it, so I didn't get a chance to sample it, but I'm told it's very good. Now, in addition to all this great Minus 196 swag, you got the super cool cooler, the glasses, the shirt, the koozie. Take a look at this. Court, this is like perfect for beach, yeah? When you're like gonna go and like cruise with all the Ohana and friends. They got a lot of cool stuff over there at Minus 196. Also, in addition to that, they got country nights at the Gatsby at Kaka'ako, which is another part of it. Also, you scored a stay to Renaissance Hotel and Spa, as well as a dinner as well at Mara, which is like Hawaii's hottest new restaurant, Courtney. So, I mean, you entered, did you like rub a magic 8-ball? Did you know you were gonna win? Like, what made you enter it?
Well, I was on Instagram, and then I saw a post, and so I just took my chances.
You're just scrolling on the Instagram, you're like, Hi Now, my favorite show ever. Also my favorite show. Love that show.
The benefits of not going to sleep early.
Right? So then boom, you enter, and then now you on this. And then of course, Rick Bartolini bringing down all the heavy hitters in the music industry. How about this? Can I show everyone your tickets? This is so cool. Row 1. This was kind of like the granddaddy of them all right there. Front row tickets to the Carrie Underwood show. How exciting. Are you guys stoked?
We are so excited.
So excited. So are you a big Carrie Underwood fan?
I am.
Okay, obviously, who are you taking? People must have been like, oh, Courtney, I'm your best friend. Who are you taking?
I am gonna take my daughter, who is 16. She has had a very positive and good sophomore year, so I'm going to treat her to this for the summer.
And what's her name?
Her name is Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, congratulations, Aaliyah. Also MVP, coolest mom ever, front row for Carrie Underwood. That is so cool, and congratulations. You have all of this cool swag, and you're gonna really enjoy Mara too. I didn't get a chance to do that one either, but it's like one of the best dinner spots. You guys go out a lot to eat?
We do, but we stay on the Milani side.
I gotcha. Well, I'm telling you, Mara's worth the drive. It's gonna be amazing, okay? And congratulations again.
Thank you.
Have fun in the front row over there at Carrie Underwood. You're watching High Now. We're gonna head to break.
Thank you.
All right. How's it, Aloha gang? We're back at City Mill with another Fix It Focus, and today we're joined by Evile as we talk about some common DIY projects or issues that come up at home. And today we're going to be talking about caulking.
Yes.
Now, when do we know that it's needed?
So two things, right? Either your tub has mold, you want to replace that, doesn't look good. Second is there might be water seeping through that, and then you're going to cause problems for you. The second one is when you're replacing a new tub or a new sink, a new window, obviously you need to make sure you're sealing everything off so no bugs come in, save some energy, and also make sure everything looks good.
Caulking's a little easier than people might think, though.
Yes, so you either choose, you choose what product you're going to be using. So for like a windowsill, you might be using like a latex caulking. Bathtub area, you want to be using a silicone type, right? So it prevents mildew and mold from happening.
And that's very important too. And if you're not sure which one you need, obviously ask someone over here at City Mill. They can help you out. Let's demo it out, man. How does it go?
So normally, a couple of tools you need, caulking gun. Traditionally, people buy a blade to cut this open. Cut it, and there it is. You want to make sure you use this tool right here. It comes with it. To open this up.
Why is that part important?
If you don't open it up and when you're cranking on this, it'll break the backing of it and you're gonna have a mess.
Gotcha.
Crank this up a couple of times until you feel it's a little bit tight.
What's the most important part when you're caulking something?
You wanna make sure you do it evenly and consistently. Meaning consistently is dragging it this way at one speed maybe and not go real fast, right? Because you wanna make sure you don't wanna clean up a lot of mess, right? So, just like that.
Now, once you apply these, Evile, how long are you letting it sit for?
So again, same thing, weather, yeah. Humidity, you want to leave it at least 24 hours. And do not use the tub or the sink area. And so you're gonna have to watch for that.
You don't need to be some big professional if you want to do some quick DIY around the home.
Go to any of our City Mill locations, very knowledgeable associate that can give you all the tools and some confidence that you can do it. Literally, you can do it if you take some time, and we can show you that at City Mill.
Aloha. Now, if you're on Maui this weekend looking to relive the magic of the Merry Monarch in Hilo, a special one-night event is taking place at the Fairmont Kealani. Take a look. Behind the curtain, A Journey Through Hula is a special event dedicated to celebrating and sharing the art of hula. Now, guests are going to get a chance to learn firsthand what it takes to prepare for the prestigious Merry Monarch Hula competition and experience the beautiful art form as the halau perform a hana hou of presentations shared during the festival this past April.
The name of the event is Behind the Curtain, A Journey Through Hula. And what really kind of inspired the event to happen and to give this kind of inside look, behind the curtain look into what goes into preparing for Merry Monarch came from my personal observations after Merry Monarch. All you see is that 5 to 7 minutes, the beautiful hula, that's it. It's super, super important to understand, especially coming from a dancer's perspective, that there's months, sometimes even years of preparation that goes into these performances. And hopefully through this event, we can kind of allow the public to step into our shoes for a little bit and kind of understand where we come from as dancers and as practitioners. We have 3 of the 4 Maui halau that participated at Merry Monarch. We have Kumuhula Kamaka Kupana and Halau Okanu Lehua. We have Nakumuhula Iliahi and Haunani Paredes and Halau Kekua Kala'au Ala Iliahi. And then we also have Kumu'uluvehi Guerrero and Halau Hula Ka'ulua Kala. So 3 heavy-hitting, super talented halau and kumuhula. So super exciting. So we have our makeke, our marketplace, opening at 4:30. All local Maui vendors and a variety of different things from clothing, jewelry, mea ono sweets and stuff. So a really, really unique marketplace that I feel gonna have something for everybody for sure. So this event is taking place this Saturday, June 1st. The makeke starts at 4:30. Doors for the show open at 5:30. Show begins at 6. You can buy tickets via Eventbrite. They're $50 a ticket for ages 13 and up, 6 to 12 is $25, and 0 to 5 is free. And actually, what's really cool is portions of the ticket sales actually go to the Hilo and sponsoring them for their Merry Monarch 2025 journey. So it's a really, really cool opportunity for us as a community and as a hotel to kako all these Hilo to support them and to give back.
Going to be so fun out there. Now, again, guests are encouraged to browse the pop-up makeke and support local artisans. And featured vendors are going to include La'ahana Creations, Pala Pala Designs, My Favorite Things, Upcountry Aloha, E Ho'o Hanaho, and Ocean Jazz Maui as well. Now, for more information about all the festivities, head to FairmontKealani.com. That's going to be fun. Again, a big mahalo nui for joining us today. But stay with us because coming up a little bit later in the week, tomorrow, we're going to be live. That's where all the fun's happening from the 50th State Fair. It's just getting going over there at Aloha Stadium. We're going to check out rides and more of the fun. Plus, later this week on Friday, we're live at not one, but 2 different locations. We're going to be live celebrating Small Business Month from Sakura Japanese Restaurant. Whoo, that bugger looks ono. Also, we're going to be live on the west side in Eva Beach at Waikai. How fun does that look? We've got all the details, what they're doing this summer, and how you can get in on all the fun. Waikai is so amazing, from the restaurants to all of the water features that are out there as well. It's really a unique experience. So I'm really excited to have a chance to go out there. Again, we're going to be continuing to support Small Business Month over there at Sakura, which is a Japanese restaurant, which really serves authentic, delicious dishes as well. Again, mahalo nui for joining us. But to take you folks to the end of the show, we would like you to take a look at this. Hawaii Island, where our McKenna Maduli was live. E Honu has made an appearance on High Now. Mahalo nui for watching. We'll see you folks tomorrow live at 3 p.m. on KGMB and K5.